Alright, so here's a possible problem, or a solution to a possible problem you might have. Say you have students that made a number of mind maps and you want to put them into one Google Earth file. I'll show you kind of a solution. It might be complicated. I don't know. It might not be. I don't think it's very complicated. I'm sure we can all work through it. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to combine this merge point, 2016 Pennsylvania's election color, and then a simple color one, all into one Google Earth file that will be shown over here. So as you can see, I'm going to use Google Sheets to create the KML or Google Earth file, and the idea is to give the students a Google form, connect the form's data to this spreadsheet, and then download from this spreadsheet. First thing you got to do is make a copy. So file, make a copy of this template, and I'll put the template's URL in the description of the video here. And just call this merged my maps. And I'm going to go ahead and sort it so I can work in one file structure here. Alright. And then I'm going to go ahead and just make sure it's there, and then take that out so I don't confuse myself too much. So here's the merged my maps to KML network link sheets. So again, we're going to create a Google form to populate column B and column C. So this will be the layer name, and then this will be the my maps shared URL. The only thing we have to do here is just title whatever you want to call the actual Google Earth file. So I'm going to call it merged my map. Alright, cool. So from our folder here, we're going to create a new Google form to ask two questions. Again, the layer name, and then to copy paste the shared my maps URL. So we wrote Google Forms merged my maps. Question 1, which is going to be layer name. I'm going to go ahead and make it required so we don't mix anything up here. Add another one. Insert my maps shared URL. Go ahead and make that required. Alright, so there we go. We got our two questions. That's all we need. Title the form there. Make sure our settings are right. Now I want everyone to do it, and you can, I don't know, we'll go ahead and edit after submit is fine too. And there we go. So in our responses, we need to go ahead and create a spreadsheet. Just call it the same thing. Okay. So in our folder, what happened now, we have our Google form. Here's the responses to the form. Now all we need to do is make sure that we connect these two sheets together. So that's pretty easy. Pretty simple formula. So just go to B2 and put equal, start typing import range, and you'll see it. And then it's going to help you out. So this says to use the whole URL. I just use the key, and then put that in quotations, comma, and then in quotations you'll put the tab name of the other Google Sheet, and then the range of cells you want. So it's pretty easy, and it helps you the entire time. So the first thing I'm going to do is just get the key. So I'm going to copy that. It's between the D / all the way to the / in the edit. And then I'm going to put that between quotations, paste. And then I'm going to put a comma, and then start another quote. And then here's where I put the form tab with an exclamation point, the range again, and then put quotations at the end, and then close off with the parentheses. I just normally click rename, and I don't really rename it. I just copy and paste from here because I always make spelling mistakes, so that makes sure that I never make a spelling mistake. And then I'm going to put the exclamation point, column from B2, and then I just want the rest of B. Close off that with your quotes, and then close it with a closing parentheses. Now it's going to ask, or it should ask, to connect the form. I haven't had a lot of luck with it asking me automatically, so what I'll do is I'll click it, see, and then allow access, and then that will take care of it. So now the forms are connected. I'm going to do the same thing for this column for C, and it's the same values. The only thing I need to change is from B2 to B, just C2 to C. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy this, paste, and again just change C2 to C, and then I'm done. So I have nothing here because I have no forms submissions yet. The title of it's going to be Merged My Map. Make that Merged My Maps, and then here's where the layers are going to start coming in. All right. So I think I'm ready to go. Go ahead and get the URL for this, and I'll start putting in my maps. So the layer 1 will be, I'm going to call this one Simple Color. So go to My Maps and find the Simple Color My Map. So this is the 2016 election of Pennsylvania, and the simple color is just red and blue. So we get the shared URL. Copy that. Paste it into my response. So Simple Color, there's the map URL, shared URL. Again, make sure that your map is actually shared. And then I'm going to submit another response. So this one will be Complex Color. I need to open up the other one. And the shared URL here is the same one that's in your drive too. I just do it like this to make sure I'm getting the right map. Paste and then submit, and then let's just do another simple point. And I think this is the one I want. So the simple point is I just kind of randomly put it out, and within it I put in a YouTube video with a simple YouTube description. So it's already shared anyone with a link. Alright, so let's see what we've done here. Here are our responses. We have our 3 layers, one named Simple Color, one named Complex Color, one named Simple Point, and then there's the map URLs, the shared URLs. If we go to our merged maps, you'll notice that they're all here as well. It might take it, 10 seconds or so, but it'll eventually get here. We have the same thing. So layer 1 is going to be color map, layer 2 is going to be complex color, layer 3 is going to be simple, and then those are the same shared URLs. So now we're ready to go ahead and just export our page into a KML. So this is really simple. I guess we could make a button, but it's really so simple you don't have to. Just go to Downloads tab, File, Downloads As, this tab Separated Values. And I'm just going to replace this whole thing with, we'll call it something totally different. Let's see here. Simple merge. And then I'm just going to say KML. So KML is the Google Earth file. So instead of a .tsv, just .kml. And save, and it's going to come down as actually a Google Earth file. So if I open this up, it will open in, let me just delete this. It'll open in Google Earth. So here it is. Right, click on it. Got the simple color. So you see the reds and the blues. A more complex color palette. You see more blues and purples going to reds. And then you can see the simple point. I don't know what it's going to do in the regular Earth. I know what it'll do in... Oh, that's interesting. Alright, cool. So let's go see what it does in the new Google Earth when I upload it. So here's the new Google Earth. Make sure you have import open available. If not, there'll be a settings here to enable it. What do I call that one again? I forgot. Simple merge. And there we go. It's default set to only show the first student or the first layer. That way you don't have everything turned on at the same time. That would, if you had, I mean, imagine having 30 maps on, it would bog it down the system. And then just turn this one on. So there's the complex color, more purples. And there's the simple one. There's the complex. And then here's the simple point. So I'm going to come here. Be interested in this. This one should work correctly. I don't know why it doesn't work on the classic Earth, so that's pretty funny. Yeah, see, there you go. There's the simple YouTube. If you click on it, you'll actually get the YouTube to show up. Pretty cool. You can also do images, but if you do 5 images, they're just going to show up kind of in a column here. But that's kind of how you can merge all your students. I mean, you can just put their names here or whatever, but merge all their maps into one Google Earth file. And then you can share this KML via Classroom or however you want to choose to share your information. I hope that was easy enough to follow. Sorry about the length, but it really was kind of 3 things. Kind of Sheets, Google Forms, and then some Google Earth stuff. Hope you enjoy it.